Good morning, CDT day 102. Time is flying. These days just keep going just like that. So I am in Atlantic City, Wyoming. It is not like the Atlantic City that all the friends and family that are watching back home on the East Coast know. No casinos, no ocean, no giant boardwalks. It's more of a almost like a miner's town or a cowboy town. Just a couple houses, small church, and like one bar restaurant, a couple cabins, all situated in the hills of the Great Divide Basin. But still, a an oasis for hikers. Cheap food, cheap beer, and all good, high quality stuff. At least that's what I'm told. I'm about to go find out once they open up. It's about 7:40 a.m. and the first restaurant opens at 8. So I'm already loving it here. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, I slept in this teepee with Mountain Goat, Hobbit, and Jesus. I'll give you kind of a roundabout, but this is all my stuff here. Hobbit over there, Mountain Goat was there, Jesus there. Pretty good sized teepee. A little open in the front and the top, but we were all able to stay nice and dry last night. It was actually pretty cold. I was in my puffy, all my clothes, and I had my sleeping bag fully zipped up, which is a little surprising, but we are downhill from the trail, so it could be trapping some of that cold air down here in this kind of valley. Plan for today, which is Friday, August 9th, is to go and do laundry and take a shower at the RV park, which takes quarters. So I'll do one or a couple loads of laundry, grab my resupply box that my father sent me. I have to go track it down. Apparently USPS put it in a parcel locker somewhere. I'm hoping that's in this town. So I'll find my resupply box, which also contains some down safe detergent, so I will be able to wash my puffy, my sleeping bag, for the first time since I started the CDT, and they need it. It's smelling pretty bad. So I'm looking at like 2 loads of laundry, get my resupply box, and then add on to that resupply at the store whatever I can. There's a small store where you can kind of buy a little bit of food here, and then just eat my face off at the Miner's Grub Steak, probably get a little beer, and hang out, charge up all my electronics, the usual camp chores. And then Jesus and I will be heading out on trail and just either going to South Pass 5 miles from here or possibly further. Haven't decided on the mileage yet. Doesn't really matter because I was also planning on this to potentially be a 0 day. So anything out of town will work just fine. What we'd really like to do is get to Big Sandy Lodge pretty soon, like maybe tomorrow. And that's about 50 miles from this point. So the more we do today, the more we'll help ourselves out tomorrow. And we'll be into the Wind River Range, which is pretty exciting. So other than those town chores today, I'll be showing you, everything that I do. I'll also be showing you a little bit of a tour of the town because it's a cool place and also incredibly hiker friendly. So that's pretty awesome. So yeah, we'll get that going and see what this day gives me. This was last night's home. The teepee in front of Miner's Grub Steak. Pretty awesome. In the background you can see parts of the town. So you can see the hill up above is where we came from. Way up there is just flat, kind of high desert. And then down here in the valley we just have a bunch of homes kind of all dotting the valley. There's an RV park up the road right there, which is where we're going to do laundry and showers, and a couple other businesses that provide lodging. That we're going to try to avoid because everything is just a little expensive. I think like the cheapest deal we could find is like $110 for a room, and it's like, ugh. So maybe we'll go with free in a teepee. But it is 8:02 a.m., which means I'm already late to get in here and chow down. My God, what have I done? What have I ordered?
What seems to be the problem, my son? Have you ordered too much food?
I don't know yet. And coming into Wild Bill's, he's got a gun shop, so we're going to check out some of these nice gunners. Isn't that right, Jesus?
That's right.
Yeah. So I got my resupply box for my dad. Luckily, Wild Bill ended up having it, so I didn't have to chase it around. But also you get an excellent view of town. This is the view that I got coming into town last night. So you might be able to see the church up on the hill. center frame. So that place is free camping and nice hiker box with some supplies and electrical outlets to charge, free Wi-Fi, super nice. And then there's some other places like Wild Bill's behind me that offers cabins for $60 a night. But I think we've been sticking with the Teepee at Miner's Grub Steak because perfect place to stay. Alright, so just got the resupply box from my dad. Had a nice note in here. Ooh, I know there's more than you asked for. Just trade, give away, or throw away anything you don't want. Also, there's a can opener taped to a smart water bottle. Inspected by Flash, one of the cats at home. So he probably jumped in here and tried to check stuff out. But I have everything out. Oh, let's take a look at what I got. So, start out, we got 2 smart water bottles with the sport cap, which is awesome because this is what my smart water bottle currently looks like after, let's see, about 1,400 miles of use, and also using this as my warm water bottle by putting boiling water in it every night in Colorado to keep me warm. This thing's a bit beat up, and the cap's also off the smart water cap, so that is your before and after right there. So it is good to get a replacement. I also get 2 of them, so I can get rid of my Powerade bottle that I've been using to fill stuff up. It doesn't match with my Sawyer, so it's just a receptacle. It doesn't do anything else. But if I switch it out with this, I can have just another cap, another smart water compatible, or I'm sorry, Sawyer compatible bottle. So 2 smart water bottles so far. Dad, awesome. Also, he double taped the box with Gorilla Tape, so I was able to recapture some of that. So now I have a brand new set of Gorilla Tape that I'll be able to use for gear repair and things like that. So that might have even been an unintentional win right there. Let's see what else we have. I'm looking at ramen. 4 packets of chicken ramen. So standard stuff, pretty good. Let's see, also in the standard stuff, you got 4 packets of Idaho mashed potatoes, roasted garlic parm, loaded baked potato, 4 cheese, buttery home style. So those are going to make for some awesome mashed potato bowls. What else do we have in here for the main stuff? Some proteins, a big old bag of Jack Link's jerky, and I also have a bunch of these Nature Valley protein bars. I believe there's a total of 8 of them in here, something like that. Yeah, I think so. And then what else do we have in here? I got 4 of the extra long original Slim Jim sticks, extra protein, and also something I've never had before, Uncle Mike's Meat Snacks honey flavored beef sticks. That sounds pretty damn good. Honey flavored beef, count me in. So that's the main stuff for my proteins. And then breakfast, I have, I believe, 8 or 9 of the Carnation Instant Breakfast chocolate powder. So I have that for my breakfast, but I also get to add in a bunch of hot cocoa powder. So hot cocoa goes in with this, makes for a delicious breakfast and pretty good amount of protein, sugars, carbs, stuff like that. So that's good. Also get to add in some cans of chicken, which is why my dad included a can opener. So I have 4 of these. So that's plenty of protein. That'll be good. Then I believe, what else we have for meals? We also have Knorr sides. This will probably be one of the only things I throw in a hiker box because I, in just this past section or 2, have just recently become disgusted by Knorr sides, and I really can't touch them. They just gross me out every time I have them. So I'm probably going to hiker box these Knorr sides, and that's just fine. You know, you can always trade with something else, but works out pretty well. And it's something that I just recently learned, so it's not like my dad would know that, or even I would know that before I asked for stuff. Then I also have a bunch of these Quaker Chewy bars, so that'll make for good snacks, you know, in between sections and stuff. And then my dad went and got seasonings. So now I have garlic powder, have onion powder, and Italian seasoning. Actually, 2 things of Italian seasoning, so those are definitely going in the mashed potato bowls for sure. I'll probably mix them all up into like a single bag that I can just throw directly in and get rid of all the containers, and try something like that. And then what else do we got? And then we go with one thing I asked for and what everybody's been looking for: a new pair of sun gloves. Oh, we've been waiting so long. The sun gloves I wore on the entire TA plus the CDT, so they have about, let's see, what would that be? About 2,200 miles on them. I think I have them on me. Ooh, in my pocket. Yeah, let's get a little comparison video going here. So there is an example of one of my gloves. Tattered up, ruined, index finger's gone, half the palm is gone, and I'll be switching over to these. So you guys should be happy to know that I'm back in the game with my sun gloves, and those, trash. Then, even on top of that, we have desserts. My dad got me some peanut butter M&Ms, freaking delicious, and then added on some Skittles and some mini Starbursts, so unwrapped minis. So I got tons of candy, tons of food, lots of proteins, and then I even have supplies like new Smart Water bottle sport caps, new Smart Water bottles. I got a can opener, and then another thing I asked for was the down wash. So this is a detergent that you can use to wash your down items safely. So I really, really need to wash my sleeping bag and also my puffy. They stink. And also Jesus. He needs to wash up his stuff too. So this will be great to wash up all of our crap. And then, we can hiker box the rest of it. So that's pretty awesome. And then intentionally or unintentionally, I now have a ton of brand new Ziploc bags, so I can replace some of the old tattered ones that I have in my pack. So now I have Ziploc bags. I even have a grocery bag I can use for trash. So my dad really, once again, hit it out of the park with this resupply box. So thank you so much, Dad. You really killed it. This is incredible and should get me through this next section that Jesus and I are going to try to do, which is about 170 miles to Du Bois. And it's going to be a long walk, so this should be able to cover me. It'll be a little heavy, but totally worth it. In addition to the things I got in my resupply box for my father, I also got some cool stuff from Miner's Grub Stake. There's things that are in the hiker box right now that I plan on grabbing but haven't grabbed yet. But one of the biggest things that's awesome to get my hands on is a free can of bear spray. Now obviously it's looking a little tattered up and a little old, but it's still not expired. It's good till October of 2022, so it's in good shape. I think somebody just had it a little rough. So, oh, we have a visitor! Oh, hey boopers! Hey boopers! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah!
How you doing? What's up?
So that is the third time we've been visited by this dog just by complete random. It just comes in and kicks up all the dirt in here and then runs away. But seems pretty cool. Inquisitive. But yeah, bear spray is going to be perfect because we're getting into the winds now, and that's grizzly country from here all the way to the border. So we're going to need this. Jesus even got a brand new can of bear spray as well, courtesy of the Wind River Kid. The Wind River Kid is a trail angel, trail magic provider to just random hikers that he finds in Atlantic City, Lander. He lives in Lander, but Jesus found him and got to drinking at the bar, and he's trying to hand us like fishing poles. He gave me, oh my God, where's my, yeah, he gave me a brand new battery bank. So as you guys know, my phone has been dying a lot in the middle of trail, and it's because my battery bank is kind of crap. It's dying. So even on a full charge, I can only get like 1 to 1.5 charges on my phone. So last night, the Wind River Kid just said, hey, I got to get you something. And he has this battery pack. He didn't even know that I had an issue with my battery pack. He just wanted to give this to me. So now I have a brand new battery pack that has longer life and should do much better for charging my stuff. And in addition to that, it also comes with a flashlight on it. So just another cool thing. I got this for free thanks to the Wind River Kid. And then he also got that can of bear spray from Lander and drove it all the way back here to Atlantic City just to hand it over to Jesus. So super awesome guy. And then on top of that, he wants to come out and trail magic for us when we hit Du Bois, our next town on trail. So now we're going to be texting him when we get there. He's probably going to be picking us up from the trail so we don't have to look for a hitch. And he knows people out there, so we might have a place to stay, might be able to, party, hang out, stuff like that. So just a really incredible guy, and he made this town so much more special for us and made us both believe that really this is our best stop on trail on the whole CDT.
No.
Oh no, look who's back. Look who's back.
Hilarious too, because I roll up on it.
It's time for the stuffed burger with some onion rings and a beer for dinner.
And
So there's a place in town that does laundry and showers for some coin at the RV park. So I'm off doing laundry right now in this small little laundromat, I guess you can call it. Had dinner a little late, doing this laundry and shower a little late. It's getting dark outside. So instead of doing that 5 miles to South Pass we're going to do today, we're just going to stay for free in the Teepee like we did last night. So those of you that called it at the beginning of this video knowing that I was going to take another 0 day, you got it. You nailed it. But I am not ashamed and I'm not worried because Jesus and I have a plan for the rest of this trip. It's going to go great. We're going to be finished by October 1st or earlier. So not Thanksgiving, not Christmas, not January, but October. So that's the plan, and we're just sticking to it. First, I just got to get this laundry situated. Oh. All right, laundry's all set, and everything's done. Back at the Miner's Grub Stake, we're just gonna stay in the teepee. We found another Sobo to hang out with, so it'll be the 3 of us in there tonight. And tomorrow morning, Jesus and I are gonna grab like a breakfast burrito to go, and then head out onto the trail. So that is the end of the day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow when we head out into the Wind River Range.